Let's try some. Practice always helps. Start again with some simple addition. We've got 2 by 2 matrices, 7, 2, negative 5, 3, plus 1, 3, 5, 6. Simply add corresponding entries. We'll get 7 plus 1 is 8 for the upper left entry. The lower left entry will be negative 5 plus 5, which is 0. The upper right entry is 2 plus 3, or 5. And the lower right entry will be 3 plus 6, or 9. And there we go, we're done. 8, 5, 0, 9. Now, what about subtraction? Well, subtraction's really the same as addition. Instead of adding corresponding entries, we just subtract corresponding entries. So, upper left becomes 10 minus 8, or 2. The lower left is negative 7 minus negative 4, or negative 7 plus 4, which is negative 3. In the upper right, we'll get negative 3 minus 3, gives us negative 6, and the lower right is 5 minus 1, or 4. That gives us our resulting matrix, 2, negative 6, negative 3, 4. Again, not too bad. In this case, we're asked a slightly different question. If A equals 5, then what is the value of A times this matrix? 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, negative 3, negative 2, negative 7. Well, now we're not multiplying matrices, we're multiplying a matrix by a constant. And when we're multiplying a matrix by a constant, this looks a lot like the distributive law. All we do is take that 5 and bring it to every single entry in that matrix. So our resulting matrix will simply be 5 times 1, 5 times 3, 5 times 5 for the first row. Second row, 5 times 2, 5 times 4, 5 times 3. And the last row, 5 times negative 3, 5 times negative 2, and 5 times negative 7. Perform each product and you've got your result. 5, 15, 25, 10, 20, 15, negative 15, negative 10, negative 35. Again, not too bad. Now let's practice some multiplication of actual matrices. What is the matrix product between the two matrices, a 2 by 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 1, 6, and a 3 by 2, 5, 3, 9, 1, 2, 8. So again, we'll take a row of the first matrix times a column of the second matrix, multiply corresponding entries, and add them all together. So for the upper left entry, we'll get 2 times 5 plus 5 times 9 plus 4 times 2. In the lower left entry, we'll take the second row times the first column, 3 times 5 plus 1 times 9 plus 6 times 2. Then we simply perform those calculations. That will give us the first column, 63, 36. So now we can move on to the second column and do the same thing we just did with the first column. So the first row times the second column will be 2 times 3 plus 5 times 1 plus 4 times 8. The second entry in that column will be 3 times 3 plus 1 times 1 plus 6 times 8. Perform those calculations, we end up with our final result, 63, 43, 36, 58. And we're done. Last but not least, what is the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix 7, 2, negative 5, 3? Again, we just apply the formula that we know. We take the major diagonal, multiply across that, minor diagonal, multiply across that, take the difference. So that becomes 7 times 3 minus negative 5 times 2. Well, that'll give us 21 minus negative 10, or 21 plus 10, for a total of 31. And we're done. Again, not too bad.